गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन गुड आफ्टरनून वेलकम टू द प्रोवेनेंस। आज हम टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन के क्वेश्चंस को प्रैक्टिस करेंगे। लेट मी शेयर माय वन नोट। जस्ट वेट फॉर अ while. Yeah, it would be visible to you now. Just wait for a while. There's a student. He'll be joining us in Google Meet. Okay, I'm just waiting for him to join. In the meantime, thank you for your patience. We'll be starting very shortly. Thank you. So, last two classes, we have already discussed what the basic is about total internal reflection and how we proceed with the formulas. But today, mostly the questions will be based on the diagrams of the, uh, probably I would say, a triangular prism in which TIR would be a major aspect and also other applications of total internal reflection. So, just be patient enough. We'll be starting very shortly. Thank you for your patience. Okay, I'll have to ask the student to join. Good afternoon, Akash. Good afternoon. Am I audible? Okay, just have a look at it. I've shared my screen. Is it visible to you? Okay, let's start. Today, Ankita won't be joining us. She's actually out of station. And since because of the last two classes, I was injured. I met an accident the day before yesterday, so I was not able to take classes. But today, I'm relatively fine. So let's start our today's session. Total internal reflection. Okay. So we'll be solving problems on this. Okay. Now, the first question is coming up is in this fashion. Just a moment. I'll draw this once again. Let me know if it is visible to you. It's visible. Fine. Good enough. So there is a light ray which is incident, say suppose at an angle of 30 degree. Okay. From air to a medium of refractive index, let's consider it as root 2. And it goes at grazing emergence. Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay. Right. So we actually need to evaluate the value of this angle A. Okay. Okay. So for this question particularly, we need to find the value of A, Akash. Find A. So how to proceed with the solution? What we will do is, whenever you find such a question in which a diagram is provided, Akash, just name the triangle as PQR. Okay. Fine. Akash, ठीक है? ठीक है आकाश? ओके चलिए अब ये मुझे बताइएगा कि फेस पी क्यू में लाइट रे जो है, यू जस्ट हैव टू से यस और नो। लाइट रे जो फेस पी क्यू है उस पे इंसिडेंट रे जो है वो रेरल मीडियम से डेंसर मीडियम में जा रही है क्या? जा रही है क्या? आई श्योर? ऑन फेस पी क्यू हैव अ लुक एट द फेस पी क्यू। क्या उसमें लाइट रे रेरल मीडियम दैट इज एयर से डेंसर मीडियम विच इज म्यू इज इक्वल टू रूट टू उसमें जा रही है क्या? I I'm repeating it once again. Just have a look at it. I'll draw it for you. I'll consider a different color. See, this is the light ray which is entering. Is it going from rarer medium to denser medium? Now tell me. Yes. So when we are considering phase PQ, And since we can see that the light ray is traveling from rarer medium to denser medium, हमें पता है कि वहाँ TIR तो नहीं लगेगा, but क्योंकि refraction is based on the basic principle of Snell's law, so we will be applying Snell's law over here. कोई दिक्कत? कोई दिक्कत? So using Snell's law, Snell's law, ठीक है? तो Snell's law इस्तेमाल करते हैं. So we'll be writing 1 because air की refractive index 1 होती है, you know it, into sin 30 will be equal to mu into sin r. ये वाला एंगल r हो जाएगा, से यस और नो. ये वाला एंगल r हो जाएगा, से यस और नो. कोई दिक्कत? कोई दिक्कत? कोई दिक्कत? ओके, सो लेट्स पुट द वैल्यू ऑफ sin 30. So 1 into sin 30 is half. Mu is root 2 into sin r. So 1 by 2 root 2 is equal to sin r. अब क्या है कि ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक वैल्यूज में साइन की वैल्यू 1 बाई टू रूट टू किसी फिक्स एंगल के लिए नहीं होती, तो हम r को लिख देंगे साइन इनवर्स 1 बाई टू रूट टू. आर वी क्लियर? ओके, नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू फेस PR. अच्छा, फेस PR में लाइट रेज ट्रैवलिंग फ्रॉम डेंसर मीडियम टू रेयर मीडियम, से यस और नो? For yeah, exactly. So it was traveling from denser medium to rarer medium, but it is going at grazing emergence. So it is traveling from denser to rarer, right? Yeah. And you said the words that it is starting to undergo TIR, isn't it? So we'll be writing light ray is at grazing emergence. Say yes or no. So whatever we can understand from the diagram, that is what I'm going to write. Is at grazing emergence. Grazing emergence. Emergence. Grazing emergence. Anywhere any problem? Let me know if you do. Okay. Now, because light ray is at grazing emergence, Akash, you can say, sir, this angle would be treated as I, angle of incidence. And for grazing emergence, we know that I is equal to critical angle. Say yes or no. And because we have already discussed in the previous slide, I would love to show you that slide first. Uh, yeah, there you go. So this is what we did last, and we have written the summary as well for this. See, the diagram is also given, isn't it? Everything has been taught. Everything has been taught in detail, right? So here, there you go. Yeah, summary of critical angle. If you can see, तो लाइट रे जो है आकाश वो डेंसर मीडियम से एयर में जा रही है, नहीं डेंसर टू एयर. ओके, तो जब आप डेंसर से एयर में जाते हैं, first you see where denser to air is written, and then you go for the critical angle value in terms of refractive index. What do you find? Theta c is equal to inverse 1 by mu. So understanding the basic concept as you have told, I'll go on to write sine inverse 1 by mu. So I will be equal to theta c will be equal to sine inverse 1 by mu. Anywhere any doubt? Let me know if you have. Okay. So I'll put the value of I is equal to sine inverse 1 by root 2. Now you would say, sir, 1 by root 2 is a specific value which is 45 degree, isn't it? So I will be 45 degree. Say yes or no. Now for calculation of A, Akash, have a look at it. It's very easy. You will get to know everything about it. So आपने triangle बना लिया, but what you did was you drew a normal over here and said, sir, this is R, and you draw normal here. You said, sir, this is I. So, sir, in order to understand this with utmost precision, you would say, sir, this angle would be 90 minus R. Say yes or no, because it is a normal, and this would be 90 minus I. Say yes or no, and this angle itself is A. Say yes or no. Okay, now what do you have? What do you have this figure as? Say suppose I have named it as ABC. What is this figure as? Isn't it? And what do you know about triangle from class 6? That the sum of all the angles of the triangle is equal to what? So shall I write A plus 90 minus R plus 90 minus I equal to 180? Say yes or no. So 90 and 90 would get cancelled out. So A with respect to A180 as well. So A would be equal to I plus R. So A equal to 45 is I, and R is sine inverse 1 by 2 root 2. So I've got myself the value of angle A. Say yes or no. Say yes or no. Okay. So would you like to make a note of it? In the meanwhile, I'll draw another question in the same fashion. Okay, so that you can do it. But it will be rather easy as compared to what I've given you. Okay. Please have a please make a note of it. This is A, this is B, and this is C. And the light ray is at grazing emergence on the face AC. And you're supposed to calculate the value of phi. Okay. If light ray is at grazing emergence, although it is shown in the diagram, but I'm still writing it in terms of language. Grazing emergence, grazing emergence at AC, find phi. And this is no ordinary question. This is a question from our legendary physics, I would say wizard. I'm not say teacher. Teacher is a very small word for him. He's our rock star, HC Verma. HC Verma. Okay, please make a note of it quickly, and then just uh, try this question. Have a look at it. Very easy. You will get to know everything about it. So after trying this analysis, what we did was we drew a normal over here and said, sir, this is R. And you draw a normal here. And if you're not able to do it, just let me know. I'll explain it in detail. Okay. Nothing to worry about. You are here to learn. Okay. 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 I forgot to write the value of mu. Mu is equal to. Hmm. Okay. Now try this. The question I have given you right now is way easier as compared to what I have taught you. Way easier. Yeah, it is air. It is air, definitely. Yes, it is air, and here also it is air. So that you can consider refractive index being one. Okay, for the medium. Yeah, try this and tell me the value of phi. Let me know when you're done. हो गया आकाश? ओके ओके। Do I need to explain? If you're facing difficulty, just let me know. Do I have to explain it? Tell me. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so have a look at this. Now, since light ray is incident normally, right? So yes or no? As you can see, it has been made 90 degree. आप देख सकते हैं 90 डिग्री बना हुआ है कि नहीं? So it will go straight away. So face AB पे कुछ नहीं करना है आपको, but यहाँ पे आपको you'll have to draw a normal, and this angle will be angle of incidence I. Say yes or no? हाँ या ना मेरी बात दीजिएगा. Okay. Now, on face AC, light ray is at what emergence? Light ray is at grazing emergence. Say yes or no. Okay. So light ray is at grazing emergence. Yeah, what happened? Okay, grazing emergence. So since it is at grazing emergence, you know it, आपको पता है कि एंगल आई की ही वैल्यू क्रिटिकल एंगल की इक्वल होगी, और क्योंकि ये मीडियम से एयर में जा रहा है इसलिए एंगल आई विल बी साइन इनवर्स 1/μ. से यस और नो? Say yes or no. So I is equal to sine inverse 1 by mu is 2. So I is equal to sine inverse half. So what is the value when you get sine theta equal to half? That's 30 degree, right? Isn't it? Yeah. Now, so I की value 30 हो गई. Now see the orange light for a while. Just have a look at it. Orange color के light को आप 1 मिनट के लिए देख लीजिए पहले. Just have a look at it. देख लिया? देख लिया? Is it parallel to the base? Is it parallel to the base? Okay, now I'll draw a separate figure over here so that you have a proper understanding of it. तो आपके पास क्या है कि लाइट रे जो था ना वो ऐसे आया और इस तरीके से आकर के ऐसे ग्रेजिंग इमर्जेंस पे चला गया, एंड यू आर सपोज टू कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ 5. और क्योंकि ये बेस के पैरेलल है एंड दिस एंगल यू हैव कैलकुलेटेड इट एज 30 डिग्री, तो मुझे ये बताइएगा आप, जस्ट लेट मी नो दिस, दैट व्हाट वुड दिस एंगल बी? ये वाला एंगल कितना होएगा? Since it is parallel to the base, and this is also, this is normal. 90 minus 30, 90 minus 30, क्योंकि ये तो normal बना ना, ये normal था, this was the line which was the normal, so this will be 60 degrees. Say yes or no? Say yes or no? And because phi and 60 degree are pair of corresponding angle, and because they are equal, so we can write na कि phi is equal to 60 degree. Say yes or no? Say yes or no? Are we clear? Are we clear? Okay, can I give you another question of the same kind? A similar question. I mean, just I'll change the value of refractive index so that you have necessary speed while solving these questions. ठीक है, आपके पास speed आ जाए. एक सिमिलर क्वेश्चन मैं आपको दे रहा हूं. I'll just change the value of refractive index. So this medium is air. Over here it is air. Light ray is incident upon normally. This angle is 90. And since it goes undeviated or undeflected in its path, we have drawn a normal over here. Oh, sorry. I'll have to erase it because the normal was shifted a bit as I expected it to be. Sorry. So I've drawn a normal over here. And the light ray, which is entering here, it goes at grazing emergence. Right? Okay, Akash? Okay. Now you're supposed to calculate the value of phi. Mu is given as 2 by root 3. How much? 2 by 2 by root 3. I'll also name it. I'll also name it. And since diagram itself gives us the necessary information to solve this question, but still, I'll write it that light ray is at grazing emergence. Light ray is at grazing emergence on phase AC. So you need to find the value of phi. Would you like to give it a try now? It's a similar kind of a question. Okay, please do. Please do. If you're not able to do it, just let me know. I'll explain it. Okay, I'll explain it. Yeah, try this. If you're not able to do, don't worry. Just let me know. आप मुझे बता दीजिएगा. I'll explain this question. ठीक है? You need to calculate the value of phi. 30. Yes, right, indeed. Because इस बार अगर आप solution देखें तो फेस ए बी पे तो आपको कुछ भी अप्लाई करने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि वो नॉर्मली इंसिडेंट हो रहा है, नॉर्मली चला जा रहा है. तो सीधा फेस एसी पे आ जाते हैं. और फेस एसी पे सिंस इट इज एट ग्रेजिंग इमर्जेंस और एयर में जा रहा है तो यूल बी राइटिंग आई इज इक्वल टू थीटा सी इज इक्वल टू साइन इनवर्स 1/μ. और म्यू की वैल्यू आपको पता है कि 2/√3 है. तो हम यहाँ पे अगर पुट करेंगे तो 2 और √3 ऊपर चला जाएगा. तो √3/2 इज एट व्हाट एंगल? It is 60 degree, right? It is at 60 degree. So theta c will be equal to 60 degree. Now अगर मैं इसको डायग्राम में दिखाने की कोशिश करूं, so what I'll find is this angle is 60 degree with the normal and the remaining angle with 30. और phi और 30 जो है ना, as you can see because they are pair of corresponding angle, तो phi की वैल्यू ही 30 डिग्री के इक्वल हो जाएगी and that would be our answer. Have you understood this or not? Tell me. Okay, so shall we proceed further? Another type of a question is coming now. I'll explain this thoroughly. Okay, you'll have to understand this, and then you give it a try on a similar question. जिसमें से values change होंगे. Okay. So this is a cylinder. Okay, a transparent glass cylinder whose refractive index is 2. Fine. and this has been named as A, B, C, and D. Okay, okay, Akash. Right. Now what is happening is आपने एक लाइट रे को इंसिडेंट कराया है थीटा एंगल पे, और यहाँ पर आपने नॉर्मल को इस तरीके से लिखा। आई सॉल्व दिस इंटायरली। ओके, ये मैं पूरा सॉल्व करूंगा, देन यू विल डू द नेक्स्ट वन। ओके, ठीक है, यहाँ तक कोई दिक्कत? ये एयर है। अभी क्या हुआ कि जब आप फेस एडी को देखेगा, इफ यू वॉच क्लोजली ऑन फेस एडी, you will find that light ray is traveling from rarer medium to denser medium, isn't it? So it will have a tendency to bend towards the normal. तो अपने यूजुअल रास्ते से ऐसे बेंड हो गया। क्लियर? क्लियर? Okay. Now what happened is when it reached face AB, it went at grazing emergence. And here also we have drawn the normal. Say yes or no. Okay. Okay. Now nothing is to be written over here. Yeah, it's just mentioned कि आपको थीटा की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करनी है। कोई दिक्कत? कोई दिक्कत? Now how to go about this? How to go about this? What's the like solving procedure? Just have a look at it. तो आपको ये तो पता चल रहा है कि फेस ए बी पे कौन सा प्रोसेस हो रहा है, ग्रेजिंग इमर्जेंस। सही है सर? नो? ओके, सो व्हाट यू विल डू इज यू विल फर्स्ट राइट फेस ए बी। फेस ए बी आप लिखेंगे, लिखेंगे फॉर ग्रेजिंग इमर्जेंस। क्या लिखेंगे? फॉर फॉर ग्रेजिंग इमर्जेंस। ग्रेजिंग इमर्जेंस, ठीक है। और ग्रेजिंग इमर्जेंस लिखने के साथ ही आपको मेंशन करना होगा कि I is equal to theta c, and since it is entering air, 1 by mu. Say yes or no. Say yes or no. Okay, good. So I'll be writing I is equal to theta c is equal to sine inverse 1 by 2. Now tell me one thing, Akash. When do you get 1 by 2? What value of sine theta is 1 by 2? So you'll have to write कि ये वैल्यू 30 डिग्री हो गई। अब आप क्या करेंगे पता है? You'll go on to diagram और आप कहेंगे सर this angle is 30, एंड सर आपने जो ये ऑरेंज लाइन से डॉटेड लाइन जो बनाया था, दिस वाज द नॉर्मल, और जो ग्रीन लाइन से जो आपने लाइन बनाई थी ये भी नॉर्मल ही था। सो टू नॉर्मल्स आर ऑलवेज परपेंडिकुलर टू ईच अदर। से यस और नो? सो दिस एंगल इज 90। से यस और नो? नाउ यू वुड से सर फेस ए बी तो आपने देख लिया, सर फेस ए डी पे आइए। फेस ए डी पे आइए बिकॉज आपको थीटा चाहिए होगा। तो आप देख सकते हैं सर कि अगर आप उस ट्राइंगल को थोड़ा सा बाहर बना लेंगे ना, तो इट विल बी इजी फॉर मी टू अंडरस्टैंड। आप कहिएगा सर दिस एंगल इज 30, दिस इज 90। सो सर अगर मुझे ये ट्राइंगल दिख रहा है तो मैं यहाँ पे कह सकता हूँ कि दिस एंगल वुड बी 60, सिंस ऑल द एंगल्स व्हेन एडेड विल बी 180। हाँ या ना में जवाब दीजिए। ओके, नाउ सो दिस एंगल विल बी 60। आकाश, से यस और नो? से यस और नो? ओके, नाउ आई नीड टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ थीटा। तो फेस एडी में लाइट रे तो रेयर मीडियम से डेंसर मीडियम में जा रहा है। हाँ या ना? हाँ है ना? तो जब डेंसर से रेयर में जाए, ग्रेजिंग इमर्जेंस हो, टीआईआर हो, गो फॉर द रिजल्ट ऑफ क्रिटिकल एंगल। बट जब लाइट रे रेयर मीडियम से डेंसर मीडियम में जाए, यू विल हैव टू अप्लाई स्नेल्स लॉ। हाँ है ना? तो यूजिंग स्नेल्स लॉ, यूजिंग स्नेल्स लॉ, स्नेल्स लॉ का हम लोग एप्लीकेशन करेंगे। तो आई हैव टू राइट 1 into sin theta is equal to mu into sin r. So I'll write 1 into sin theta, mu का वैल्यू 2 है और sin r की वैल्यू है 60। सही है? ओके, सो sin theta is equal to 2 into sin 60 हो जाएगा 3/2। बोले हाय ना? बोले हाय ना? सो दिस इज 2 से 2 कैंसिल आउट हो गया। तो sin theta is √3। सो I'll write here not possible। अब हो सकता है मैं इसे वैल्यू देने में गड़बड़ हुआ, बट डोंट वरी, आई हैव अनदर क्वेश्चन फॉर यू जिसमें वैल्यू एक्यूरेट आएगी। क्योंकि साइन थीटा की वैल्यू जो है वो 1 से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकती है, √3 इज 1.732, इसलिए मैंने आंसर में लिखा है नॉट पॉसिबल। ओके ओके ओके, जस्ट मेक अ नोट ऑफ इट फॉर द प्रोसेस सेक। For the process, just make a note of it. I'll share another question with you, ठीक है, which is a question of AIEEE 2010, which is now being renamed as JEE Main for the past 10-12 years। पहले AIEEE के नाम से आता था, वो मैं आपको शायद शेयर करता हूँ। प्रोसेस ऑल टुगेदर यही रहेगा, ठीक है। प्रोसेस ऑल टुगेदर यही रहेगा, आपको प्रोसेस सिखाने के लिए क्वेश्चन आता है। वैल्यूज सिंस आई हैव सिलेक्टेड इट ऑन, मतलब मैंने खुद से सेलेक्ट किया था, इसलिए इस वजह से थोड़ी सी गड़बड़ हो गई, बट नॉट नॉट टू वरी, आप आराम से बना दीजिएगा उस क्वेश्चन को, ठीक है। and let me know when you're done writing. अच्छा, साइन थीटा नॉट पॉसिबल क्यों हुआ पता चला? बिकॉज साइन थीटा वन से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता, और हमारा आंसर रूट 3 आया हुआ है। दैट इज वाई। ओके, ये सिर्फ प्रोसेस को समझने के लिए था कि जो फेस ए बी है वहां पे ग्रेजिंग इमर्जेंस है। तो पहले यू विल बी फाइंडिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ क्रिटिकल एंगल। वंस यू आर डन विद दैट, आप फेस ए डी पे जाके स्नेल्स लॉ लगा देंगे। ओके, सो आई बी शेयरिंग अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ जेई मेंस 2010। आई रिमेंबर दैट क्वेश्चन। आप ये प्रोसेस के लिए लिखिए, और वो क्वेश्चन को आप अच्छे से बनाइएगा, ठीक है? लेट मी नो व्हेन यू आर डन राइटिंग। ओके। Okay, 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 you have a confusion. Wait a minute. So as you can see, this is an incident ray, right, Akash? So if it makes an angle with the normal, that will be treated as angle I. Got it? Angles are always measured with respect to the normal. Normal के साथ में बनता है. Okay, ठीक है? Okay. And this angle 60 degree is basically angle R, because वो refracted ray जो है normal के साथ बना रहा है. Okay. Okay. Understood now? Okay. Would you like to try another question? ओके, सो आई बी शेयरिंग अ क्वेश्चन विथ यू। वो नीट का क्वेश्चन मैंने ओपन कर रखा था, बट आई शुड हैव ओपन जेई मेंस। ओके, जस्ट अ मोमेंट, मैं क्वेश्चन शेयर कर रहा हूँ। ठीक है? इज द स्क्रीन विजिबल? टेल मी। ओके, geometrical optics, it's opening. In the meantime, what I'll do is, on the OBS studio, I'll have to like share it on the YouTube as well, so that whatever number of students join there, they can easily view the questions. ठीक है? नहीं तो फिर इनको दिक्कत आएगी। What happened? It's all blacked out. Just a moment, it's not capturing. Oh, right, it has captured now. और क्योंकि मुझे क्वेश्चन याद है, it's AI triple E 2010. I'll take you to AI triple E question 2010. This is 21. Okay, okay, okay. Just a moment. Yeah, there you go. Okay, it's AI triple E 2009. The year I appeared for my exam. Okay, so it's a similar kind of a question, Akash. I would like you to give it a try. Although the diagram has been made, it has been drawn, but नाम नहीं दिया हुआ है, तो you can consider the name nomenclature as per your choice. A B C D D E F G, जो भी आपको लेना है आप ले सकते हैं. But it is at grazing emergence on the horizontal line, as you can see. तो आपको थीटा की वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है, ठीक है? Would you like to give it a try?
Yes.
Yeah, please do, please do, please do. आप पहले बना लीजिए, फिर मैं ऑप्शंस पे स्क्रॉल कर दूंगा, ठीक है? आप पहले सॉल्व कर लीजिए, फिर मैं
Okay.
ऑप्शंस पे स्क्रॉल कर दूंगा. So what is your grazing angle? I mean, angle of incidence or critical angle is how much, Akash? What has it come? 60,
60.
right? So angle of refraction would be 30, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now on the vertical face, which is cylindrical, at which the angle of incidence is theta, there you apply Snell's law. 1 into sine theta, I repeat, 1 into sine theta is equal to mu, which is 2 by root 3 into sine r. Now try this. 1 into sine theta is equal to mu, which is 2 by root 3 into sine r, which is 30. So what are you getting now? Sine theta is equal to what are you getting?
So,
1
1.
by root 3? 1 by root 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Yes,
have
sir.
a look at the options and tell me which answer is more suitable.
C.
See, option C. And as you can see, it is, if there's a green notification, it will be correct. Else, it will be considered as wrong. I believe there is a issue with the network. It's wrong. Okay. Yeah, it's correct. So have you understood this or not? Tell me.
Yes.
Okay. So shall we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you like to give it another question a try?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you're not able to do, just let me know. This is a question of the exam you're appearing for. It's Neat and it was asked in 2025. It's not a very old question. Sorry, 2024. I would like you to try this question once. Okay. Just have a look at this question. Okay. You can see the light ray is coming from air and it is at an angle of incidence of 30 degree on the face AB. AB as you can see. Now, while traveling through the prism, it is parallel to the base. That will help our cause in calculating the value of R and angle of incidence. Besides that, it is also mentioned that it is at grazing emergence on the face AC. AC face पे grazing emergence पे है. So you need to calculate the refractive index. Just give it a try. If you're not able to do it, let me know. I'll do it. Okay. But just
Okay.
have a look at it. This is a very good question.
No. So, can you explain this?
Sure. Shall I explain this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's start. I'll have to save this image. Okay. Just wait for a while. I'll have to save this image. Then only I will be able to explain it. Besides that, you need to remember the language of this question. The language of this question states that light rays, although incident at an angle of 30 degree, it is also parallel to the base of the prism. and we are supposed to calculate the refractive index of the prism since it is at angle of emergence at the face AC. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, just a moment. I'll have it shared on my OneNote. Yeah, right. Okay. So let me know, is the screen visible to you or not? Okay. So this is a question. Okay, Neet 2024, and we'll try to understand this process, how to solve these questions. I'll have to insert the image which I have saved. It was by, I believe, third question. Yeah, next one. See. Okay. Now let's start. So it is said that we need to find the refractive index of prism, isn't it? Right. Refractive index of prism. How to proceed? How to go with this about this? Now look here. So Akash, as you can see, this light ray which I've been drawing with green color, it is at grazing emergence. Say yes or no. And the point is that you're not aware of the refractive index of the material. So let us assume that the refractive index of the prism material is mu. Okay. Yeah, fine. Now, this angle would be clearly angle I, or which will be equal to theta c. Say yes or no. Okay, so I'll first calculate on face AC, going on face AC. I need to write, I need to write sine, sorry. Okay, angle I is equal to theta c is equal to sine inverse 1 by mu. Say yes or no. Okay, so this is our value so far. Now, what is this angle, Akash? Since it has been made by two normals, that angle 90, right? So this will be 90 minus I. Say yes or no. Because listen to me carefully. If you have a right angle triangle in which one of the angle is 90 degree, rest of the two angles will be added together and the angle would become 90 itself, sum of those two angles. And if one of them is considered as I, the rest will be 90 minus I. Say yes or no. Now coming on to face AB. Face AB. Okay. What is happening on face AB? Is it a simple refraction? Is it a simple refraction, आकाश? हाँ, तो सिर्फ रिफ्रैक्शन हो रहा है ना, तो हम क्या अप्लाई करें? व्हाट शुड आई अप्लाई? स्नेल्स लॉ? या राइट, सो आई हैव रिटन यूजिंग स्नेल्स लॉ. स्नेल्स लॉ. तो स्नेल्स लॉ यूज करेंगे तो हम लिखेंगे 1 into sin 30 is equal to mu into sine of 90 minus I, because angle R is R90 minus I. Are we clear so far? So sine 30, you know, it is 1 by 2 mu. Sine 90 minus I, studied back in class 10, is cos I. So cos I is equal to 1 by 2 mu, Akash. Say yes or no. From here, I'm considering sine I is equal to 1 by mu. Is it okay? Is it okay? Now, क्लास 10th में आपने पढ़ा कि साइन स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस कॉस स्क्वायर थीटा इज इक्वल टू क्या? 1. So whenever you find such a question जिसमें आपको साइन और कॉस की वैल्यू मिले, so it is an underlining concept for you to solve these problems. आप स्क्वायर करके ऐड करिए so that sin square I plus cos square I becomes 1. So इक्वेशन 1 का स्क्वायर प्लस इक्वेशन 2 का स्क्वायर, इक्वेशन 2 का स्क्वायर. So we have sin square I plus cos square I is equal to 1 by 2 mu when squared, Akash, will become 4 mu square plus 1 by mu square. Say yes or no. Say yes or no. So sin square I plus cos square I is 1. So we'll take the LCM. This will become 4 mu square. And this is 1 plus 4. So 1 is equal to 5 upon 4 mu square. So mu square is equal to 5 upon 4. So mu will be equal to under root of 5 upon 4. So that will be root 5 upon 2. Have you understood this or not? Tell me thoroughly. Okay, now we'll have a look at it in terms of question. Just a moment. अभी हम लोग इसको देख लेते हैं क्वेश्चन में. प्रोसेस तो आपको समझ में आ गया, आई बिलीव. ओके, सो मूविंग ऑन टू द क्वेश्चन. हम लोग क्वेश्चन पे चले जाते हैं अब. ठीक है, देखिएगा स्क्रीन विजिबल होगा तो लेट मी नो.
Yes.
ओके, तो चलिए ये नीट का क्वेश्चन था। नाउ अब हमें जाना है ऑप्शंस पे। नाउ टेल मी आवर आंसर इज रूट 5/2, सो अमंग दीज विच इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन, विच इज द करेक्ट आंसर?
So option B.
ऑप्शन बी, विल हैव अ लुक एट इट। अगर ग्रीन नोटिफिकेशन आ गया तो इट इज करेक्ट, एल्स इट इज रॉन्ग। ठीक है, ग्रीन नोटिफिकेशन आया तो इट इज करेक्ट, एल्स इट इज रॉन्ग। So since we have discussed it in detail, see there is a green notification in front of you. So have you understood this or
Yes.
not? Now let me
Yes.
know that whether you would like to make a note of it, since it is a question of need and it's a question of great importance. टॉपिक भी बहुत अच्छे से सिखाता है, बेसिक्स हाउ टू अप्लाई। अदर देन कि बेसिक हमने कुछ भी चेंज नहीं किया है, so that's the thing we need to remember while solving these sort of questions in NEET exam as well. So I would like you to make a note of this solution and then we'll proceed further. फिर हम लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे, ठीक है? Okay, shall we proceed further? Okay. Now, I'm giving you a similar kind of a question. All I'll do is I'll just change the value of 30 degree to 45 degree. Okay. So that you have a proper idea of how to proceed with such questions. Okay. One question I've taught you, other is for you to practice. So there is a prism. Okay. And we are not aware of the value of the refractive index, but the incident ray is coming at an angle of 45 degree. Okay. From air. And this angle is also 90. Fine. Okay. The light ray goes like this, getting refracted, and it is at a grazing emergence on this face. I'll make it a little bit thick so that you have a proper idea of understanding light rays and its trajectory, the path it follows. So it is going at this face A, B, C. It is at grazing emergence on the face AC. Okay. Anything else to be written? I have understood every information from this question. If I write find refractive index of prism, would you be able to do it? Yeah, please do, please do. It's similar question, kind of a question. Just instead of writing 30 degree, I have written 45. Nothing else. The entire process would remain the same. You have written, except for 30 degree, you'll have to write 45 degree. Okay. Okay. Are you looking at the lectures which is currently going in the crash course? Have you seen any of them? Okay, you're just taking a class. You're not making notes of it. Please do. Those are also important. Okay. Yeah, that will definitely cover 5 to 10 questions from there as well. So that would be an additional bonus for you. Okay. If you do have time, you can watch it in 2x, nothing to worry. Just whenever you see there is a note being written, just make a note of it in a small diary. Make a diary, make it like points from crash course. There are 20 videos have been uploaded, and you can just have a look at it one go, sit for the entire day, prepare notes, and you can do the questions simultaneously along with all the questions that I share on the screen, or maybe I solve. If you even do those questions, those will be good enough for you. Okay, yeah, try this and tell me the value of refractive index. You keep solving. I'm just writing. Is it the first equation that you have made? Is it the first equation that you have made? Okay, good, good, brilliant. Now on face AB, what you need to apply? What have you applied on face AB? Exactly. And if this angle is critical angle or angle of incidence, this needs to be 90 minus I, since this angle was 90, right? This is what we did in the previous question, Neet 2024. So you'll be using Snell's law. Say yes or no. Yeah. You carry on with your calculation. I'm just writing it using Snell's law. What should I write? I must write 1 into sine 45 is equal to mu into sine of 90 minus I. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2 is equal to mu into sine 90 minus I is cos I. Should have got cos I is equal to 1 by root 2 mu. Say yes or no. After that, what's the basic procedure? Just square these two equations and add them. Isn't whenever you get sine I and cos I simultaneously in an equation, the best thing to do is square them, add them. So we'll be having sine square I plus cos square I is equal to, as you can see, it's 1 by mu, so 1 by mu square. And if you square root 2, it will become 2, so 2 mu square. So this is 1 is equal to, let's take LCM. So this is 2 mu square, and this is 2 plus 1, isn't it? So 2 mu square is equal to 3. So mu square is equal to 3 by 2. And thus we have the value of mu as under root of 3 by 2. Say yes or no. Akash, is it your solution? Okay, that's great. So would you like to make a note of it? Done. So tomorrow we'll be having the same class at usual timing. Okay, since I met an accident 2 days ago, that is why those two classes were disturbed. Actually, all of a sudden a car stopped in front of me, and in order to avoid the collision, I had to hit the brakes. Okay, and since I hit the brakes very with great immense impulse, so what happened was the tire got stuck, and the scooty skid for a while. And along with that, I also skid on the ground. And I got hurt in my right shoulder and my right knee. So that was the basic problem. Okay. And since because I was hurt, I was not being able to walk or write. So that is why I had to suspend two classes. But tomorrow there will be a class. Now I'm recovering steadily. Okay. So I'll be meeting you tomorrow. Okay. At usual time, 2:30. Fine.
Yes, sir, sure, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Akash. Thank you. I believe you have
Thank you.
understood everything I have taught. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.